nation. No donation, no salvation.
And remember, respect is everything.
Okay, people, we are doing something special tonight, or this morning, technically. I really need to stop recording these videos so late. This is, I guess, the 50 subscriber special. I don't know. We reached 50 subscribers, and I would have done it at 50 subscribers, but a weird part of me tells me a lot of people would have tried to screw with me and, immediately unsubscribe as soon as, I post that video. So I waited a little bit, so we're not at 50 subscribers at the moment. We're actually a little bit past it, but, oh well, it's irrelevant. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this and why does it look like Cliff Jumper? Well, it's not Cliff Jumper. In fact, it's another Autobot who tragically died. It's Windcharger. Now, why is this one special? Well, you see, this one is based off of a design of a custom alternators figure that was made many years ago. This was in the early days of YouTube, when before I had an account. I mean, I had an account, but I wasn't really active on it because I was like, I think 12 when this figure came out, or well, the design anyway. So let me explain. There was a creator by the name of Anovasinn who was commissioned to do a custom Windcharger figure from an alternator's Grimlock / Wheeljack. I'll have photos as I'm discussing it and in the video, but yes, the car that was requested was a 1971 Plymouth Barracuda. Now, what makes that car so special is that was the only year that car had double headlights. Then they went back to the single headlights, but for some reason they went to double circular taillights. So the Barracuda is one of those cars that has a really weird history when it comes to design elements. It didn't change much, but the 71 model is one that's really sought after because of the double headlight design. A Barracuda is basically just a really boxy version of a Dodge Challenger. At least that's how I see it. They're literally identical cars. The only differences being some of the body panels and the headlights and stuff. But other than that, stylistically, they're very similar cars, which is very confusing, but if you do your research, it's not that bad. But yes, this is modeled after the 71 model, which is the only year they had double headlights. And well, yeah, part of the reason this is so special to me is because when that initial video, the video's gone. I don't know. I guess he deleted it. I don't know. This is like years ago, like in some of the earlier days of YouTube before everything collapsed and turned into what it is now. YouTube just isn't the same anymore. But anyway, one thing that the original creator commented a lot was, as an artist, he struggled a lot with people treating his work more like product rather than art. And I can kind of understand that to some degree, because when people see you produce things to such a professional level, I am by no means professional. If anything, I'm pretty amateur, but he was clearly a professional at what he did. And when people see that, the first thing they think about is, oh, how much you want for me to to make one. It's like, it's kind of disrespectful, because then they're not really acknowledging it as art and more as a product. And me being an artist, because I do other forms of art, I do draw, I do paint, I do model cars and other things that aren't cars and stuff like that. But it can be depressing, and I can certainly relate with the artist in that regards, because I myself have suffered from depression more than enough times. In fact, I still deal with it to this day. I just try not to document it as much because I don't like it to come off as attention seeking. I'm trying my best to control my emotions and things like that, because for a lot of you who don't know, I was diagnosed with autism at the age of 11. Now, for those who are not familiar with autism, one of the common misconceptions that I notice, especially lately with younger people, is when they hear the word autism, they immediately assume, like, they associate it with things like Down syndrome, which is not accurate whatsoever. Every case of autism is completely different. And in my case, I am a higher functioning autistic person. I can get up, I can go to the bathroom, I can function just fine. But some are a little more severe than others, and I understand that completely. And that's part of why the uploads have been a little stretched out. I mean, I do have my own life. I have things that I struggle with. I want to be clear. I mean, yes, a lot of my videos are of me rambling about nonsense. And if you guys actually watch them in their entirety, I thank you for that. Because, you know, I like to believe, you know, there exists a community and a following for everyone. And the fact that I mean, it's 50 subscribers. It's nothing. I mean, compared to, like, big-name YouTubers and stuff. But the fact that, you know, I mean, hopefully there's actual people behind those accounts and they're not just bots. But, you know, it's a nice feeling when people can appreciate your work. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to transformation. Alright, so this one's a little different because this one doesn't require cheating in terms of the chest. So, first things first, let's open the doors. And there's where the mufflers are. That's actually going to be the robot mode arms. This next part is a little different. It's very similar to my other car formers, except this one, you have to do one at a time. So, unfold that panel. And it's because of the way the legs are built, because I genuinely tried to make this as close to the actual model car as possible, as well as the real car, given the nature of it. Oops, sorry, I'm not showing that. But yeah, here's the part that you have to move, which completes the rear bumper, and then you put it back. Alright, so there are the legs. Those are done, and he has heels, which is always nice. Let's stand him up. Let's point our camera upward. And, yeah. Let's rotate those arms down. Rotate the chest down. And fold his head up, which uses my pretty standard head design. Although I did try to do something different with the eyes. They're a little more, I guess, intense looking. I'm sorry if I spent all that time rambling. It's just, these videos are kind of my way of coping with life in general, and I'm sorry if I drag on to it too much. But anyway, here's Windcharger. And I think he turned out alright. I mean, yeah, his arm's a little spindly and he's a little squat looking, but I mean, it's Windcharger, it's not Optimus Prime. I mean, I guess he's not really supposed to be the most intense looking character ever. But yeah, there he is in his robot mode. He cleans up alright. And yeah, again, I want to thank the viewers for actually sticking around this long and actually giving me a reason to keep doing this. So thank you. And I do other collections as well. You know, I collect model cars and things like that, and I also do a little bit of art here and there. I do some drawings and a lot of writing, but a lot of it's very unfinished. Also, I brought up Alternator's Wheeljack. I do have one, so if you guys want me to do an angry review, I mean, he's waiting. I have a very love-hate relationship with this figure, but that's for another time. But let's take one last good look at him. And yeah. So let's go ahead and get him back into car mode. There. Get that in. Actually, I'm really liking how these exhaust tips came out. Very cliff jumper-ish. Actually, I noticed I had a little bit of room. I probably could have made them into cliff jumper exhausts and give them some fingers or some hands. But yeah, there he is. I really like how the front came out. I really like the front, and it really looks like the actual car. I really also like these rear louvers, how they came out, which were an actual option for this car, so that's always good, and it's accurate too. And I guess before we end the video, I really wanted to show off this nice toy car I found of a Mazda Cosmo by Hot Wheels. I have a very special connection. Let's go ahead and open it. I have a very special connection to this car because I played a lot of... Oh, I ripped the card art. Oh, whatever, I don't care. It's just cardboard. If I find another one, I'll buy another one and keep it in the packaging. But I have a very special history with this car because I played a lot of Forza Horizon 3, which is how I discovered this car. And in the game, I drove this car around with an anime livery on it. And not to mention, it was just a really fun car to drive in that game. If you've never played Forza Horizon 3 and you like simulation racers, I suggest getting a hold of it, since, in my opinion, that's the last good Forza game in the Horizon series. But yes, this is a really nice car. It'd be better if it had the anime livery that I put on it, but, I mean, oh well. So yeah, I have other collections if you guys are interested in that, but only if you guys are interested. I'm not going to upload this stuff if no one's going to watch it. But, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to Windcharger. And, in all his bright red muscle car glory. Let's get him closer. Wow. Alright. But again, thank you to everyone who actually watches this stuff, and have a good day or night. It really doesn't matter, but thank you anyway.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!